dumb guy in the audience. And you're probably important. My luck, you'll be the president of NBC. Isn't this fun, Governor, huh? Better than trying to hit Jess Unruh with your car. Those of you from all around the United States, Jess Unruh is a great Democratic candidate who opposed many things that the governor did, and he's a great politician, and the governor will be the first to agree. And that's what makes our country so fantastic. That we have different people, as I do. I stand on a stage or on a lectern, or I stand here next to Dean Martin, one of the great guys, and I say this from my heart, Dean. You have a problem. And the governor is the great politician of all time. He laughs at anything. My brother died. I tell you out there, America, our governor is dumb. That's a joke, Governor. Can you see it when this show is off the air and the governor's over the room with 3 guys from the state troopers? All right, Jew, let's hear the joke about the governor. Let's hear the one about him being dumb. Let's go. I don't know who you are in the middle, but you're starting to get on my nerves. There's one guy with a honker that's sucking up his lip. My luck, this will be Richard Nixon's bodyguard. They talked about you, my dear friend and honorable governor. And, sir, we've never met formally, as we've said before. But I will never forget the stories I've heard that you standing on the White House lawn, throwing rocks at Richard Nixon's window going, Dick! Don't beg. Don't beg. Tell him like a man. You're an actor. Phony it up. Just stand on the lawn and say, move out of there! Is this too fast for you, Dean? Dean Martin came from Youngstown, Ohio. Is that right, Dean? Steubenville. Why, that's better? You, Governor, are a great man. You can tell because you don't see many governors with clip-on bow ties. Hey, fun is fun. There are many people that are planted around here to look like they enjoy this. But Dean Martin said to me when Governor Reagan, or Regan, whatever they call you, I don't care. What do I care what they call you? You're the governor, and if I got a cousin getting the chair, you better make that phone call. But I say this from my heart, Governor. I've met you once in the hallway at NBC, as you remember. And I'll never forget your words. Get out of the way, kid. I kid you, sir. You are a politician. Black, white, Jew, Gentile. We're all working for one cause. To figure out how you became governor.
From Hot Springs National Park, it's the record you need to know about with your hosts, John Miller and Aaron Buckley. Broadcasting from Studio A in the KUHS Tower, 2 guys that have no idea what they're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, John Miller and Aaron Buckley.
Hasn't happened yet. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. That's right. Ooh, God, thank you. Thanks very much. Good to see all of you. welcome to the show. It is, there we go.
Yep.
Still getting used to using 2 mixing boards to run a show. Thank you.
Let's see if it works. Slightly. It's a little better.
A little bit better.
A little bit better.
A little bit better.
I think I still should do this.
Yeah, we got the guy on the, we got Todd's back. Todd is back. Welcome back, Todd.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Welcome back.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long week.
I've been on vacation.
Where'd you go again? That's 3. That's 3 now.
That's
Tally
3.
it up. Tally it up. That's 3.
You're back in Nolans again?
I was back. I was back in the Eternal Food Festival they call New Orleans.
3. We've got 3 on the tally. Only need 4 more, Todd.
4?
4.
Just 4.
Crap, I don't think I'm going to make it. I'm going to lose his bet. I think we're going to be listening to Bread next year. Great. God, help me.
Yeah, Doc's going to win.
Come on, Todd. Resist the urge to go to New Orleans every damn Monday.
Well, yeah, I won't be going for a while.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay.
I'll go back
just
for a
don't
while.
go for like another 3 months.
So the way this bet works is whoever wants plays it next year?
Yeah, because Doc can only make it up to the station in March for Colon Cancer Awareness Month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And my birthday. That's really why he comes up.
I was going to say,
Gives
either
me a
that or
birthday
he could-
present.
Oh.
He gives me a birthday present.
Either that or we could Skype him in the whole time.
We could Skype him in.
Or just have him stay on the phone
The whole show.
the whole show.
Tell us how much he loves that Bread record. If you out there listening have no idea what the hell we're talking about, we made a bet earlier on in the year that Todd would miss a specific number of shows. I chose 7, Jason chose 6, and then our frequent caller 2 and friend of the show, the Doc, Mr. Doc Holliday himself, he said, I can't never remember. It's too complicated. It's too complicated. And then he's going to call up and be mad because I forget.
8?
No, he didn't have a number. He said he would match the bets if
$20. He would match your bet.
if I won.
Yeah, if you win. And all proceeds go to the station. But you're not going to win. Because Todd's well on his way to surpassing
Smashing.
both of us.
And
He's
I said,
halfway to my. Yeah.
It's only the 5th month.
my prediction was 12.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't like the sound of that. I should have picked 12, damn it. Anyway, so New Orleans again. We missed you.
Yeah, man.
Did you have a good time down there?
Yeah, pretty. Yeah.
Did you get some sushi?
Oh, I did.
Got lots of sushi?
Yeah.
Nice. Sushi.
Yeah. Yeah, there's several good places for sushi down there.
So, do you eat a lot of good seafood when you're down there?
It depends.
You're not a seafood.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
I like seafood, but didn't really have much this time.
Yeah.
Just drank.
Just try.
It's a liquid diet. Jason's birthday was Friday, so we planned on celebrating it right now. So happy birthday, Jason!
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Sorry, I'm off sorts right now because my computer died.
Oh.
So the machine
totally died.
It's not completely dead. I can like Unix, but who wants to do that? Who wants to launch in terminal and then Unix the whole day? Who wants to do that? It doesn't look
Really?
pretty. Yeah. But the hard drive's dying. I did a hardware diagnostics on it. Yeah, and it's a goner.
That's what I was
It's
thinking.
going down.
Well, you can replace that, right? Or
Yeah,
they make
just-
those so hard to where you have
I
to
just
just
gonna get a new
totally.
one. Yeah, you got to take off the screen. I'm gonna get.
It's a nice big screen, man.
I'm gonna get another one eventually. in a couple of weeks, I'll get another
That's
one.
not good for the environment, man.
I don't care. I need a computer that works, man. Hey, fundraise me a computer, damn it! Come on, station.
GoFundMe for Aaron.
Yeah. Speaking of
New
GoFundMe,
app.
we got some fun GoFundMe news a little bit later in the show. I don't want to reveal it yet, but we are going to be calling into the Sarge, as we like to call him, Mark Sargent, from behind the curve.
He doesn't like that, though.
That we're calling him.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't like that we're calling him. What happened to your eye, dude?
Oh, it's just
Jesus! Ow! James Harden over here.
it's just a
What's going on? Eee! No, that hurts.
busted blood vessel.
Put
that's all it is.
that on the camera. Put that up close. People need to see that. By the way, we're streaming live on Facebook right now. Right? Is it Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, we're streaming live on Facebook, so go there and check out Todd's eye. That's freaky, dude.
I'll put a picture up here.
What'd you do? Did you have a tough go at it? Number 2, a rough number 2.
Yeah, I squeezed a little too hard.
Happened.
Oh, they're kind of normal.
This is normal.
Yeah, no, I've had I think I've had 2 of these in my life.
What is it?
It's just a busted blood vessel in
Does
your
it
eye.
hurt?
No, not really.
Does it? Are you like seeing red out of that one eye?
It's totally fine.
Jeez.
It kind of happened when I went down there and there was a weather change and everything.
Went down when you were
Felt
in New
the
Orleans.
pressure in my eyes, yeah.
It's extreme barometric change.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it was. Hey, if
made
it's
your eye
shocking to you,
explode.
it's shocking to me. I mean,
It's-
when I
yeah.
turn and look in the mirror like 10 minutes after I just looked at it, and it was way up in here.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
Todd's
It
eyes.
just
Todd's
kind
eye.
of settled to the
Todd's-
bottom of my eyeball.
Todd has a large red mass under his eye, on his eye, the eyeball
It's
itself.
a contusion.
not the skin.
My
but
eyeball.
The actual eyeball thing, the little gel ball that's your eye.
Yeah.
It's all red. You look like James Harden.
It does look like it'd be painful.
That
I mean, every
basketball player?
time I look at it, I'm like, oh God, that's terrible. But it,
Doesn't hurt though.
doesn't hurt my
Wow.
vision. No.
Never had that. I don't want that.
Yeah,
That looks.
no, you don't.
No. Sorry. I'm
But
sorry,
it,
man.
It may happen,
You okay though?
and it's
Yeah.
only happened in this eye.
Thanks, Jason.
My man.
Oh man. Well, that's Todd's birthday present to you, Jason.
He's over here speaking
Thank you.
in bird.
Thank you.
Blown up eye. His eye looks like it exploded. Small photon torpedo from the Star Trek whacked him. Zip.
Speaking in brute.
Speaking in brute.
Wow. All right. Well,
He is brute.
we do have a cool show tonight. Happy post Mother's Day to all the moms out there listening, and to you know what, to everybody, because we need to take back Mother's Day. You know, Mother's Day is more than just about the mom. It's about the person that the mom made. When you really get down to it.
Oh, you're gonna play hell with that one.
Yeah.
Next, it's gonna be hashtag moms too. You don't want to know. Don't go there. Don't do it.
Wouldn't that be cool? If we're like responsible for a Moms Too movement. Whoops. Sorry. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm just pulling
Exactly.
crap out of my ass.
No, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean, though? It's like, really, man, if you think about it, like, it's a celebration of moms, but they also make great things.
That's true.
So those things that they make, whether it's a product or a human being,
But if they didn't make them,
if they didn't make them,
and
who made them?
I don't know.
When you got a mom, you're like, hey, mom, you made me. I came out of your body, flying out of your body in a weird doctor's arm. He smacked me. It's my first glimpse of life.
My man.
Yeah, there you go. That's what my doctor said, actually.
Sure, my man.
But yeah, so happy Mother's Day. Let's see, we're gonna call Mark Sargent later on from behind the curve, and
Under it,
around it. Oh, not around it,
Oh,
near it.
well, no. It still can be circular.
You're right,
It
and
just
that-
can't be spherical.
And I want to get into that. I want to figure out how planes, how we're going to talk about the flight path.
But hell, the last time we talked to him, it was kind of a box or a square. I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, I'm very confused. I need to know more. I want to learn more about this. Also, don't let me forget. I want to talk to him about the people that comment on his videos, because we received a lot of flack this last time on his commentary. And I because these people are assuming that we're flat earthers because we're talking to Mark. So there's a movement against the flat earthers that's it's a little wrong, right? It's a little biased. Like, just automatically, if you're talking to Mark Sargent, you're a flat earther. Well, maybe we're just interviewing him and we're trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean we're flat earthers. It just means we're like, hey man, tell us more.
those are people that are really pissed off.
Really angry about this flat earth thing, and I get
They're
it.
just not going to take it.
They're not going to take it. I get it. I mean, they're like, you're turning your back on science.
I wonder how many of those commenting have listened to our show after
I hope they all do.
or before.
I always tell them
talk
to. I always tell them to tune in next Monday. Tune in. Right there. Tune in next Monday. Come on. You round earther. Thank you, Jason. Jason's drinking a soda tonight, so he's going to be extra gassy. Extra gassy this evening. There's a lot of gas coming out of Jason. Very gassy. So last week's show was a whole bunch of interviews with Jason. We really explored his life in depth. It was good, wasn't it? We really explored.
It was a really good probing.
We got deep. Yes, we got deep into his life. It was fun.
That's
deep
where you're
into
supposed to
it.
play that part.
Oh yeah, right. We got in deep into his life.
Oh!
So loud. If I had a computer, I could make that mix down a little more. Well, I'll get that taken care of. But yeah, it was fun. So I don't know if you had a chance to listen. You probably didn't. You're in New Orleans. Why the hell would you listen to this radio show if you're in New Orleans? You know what I mean?
Started to, but got sidetracked.
Yeah, well, you're in New Orleans.
I was on
Easy
a
to get
rooftop
sidetracked.
bar, so
Really?
yeah.
Where? Down in the CBD? Down
At
in
the hotel
Water?
we stayed at.
Okay.
Were y'all staying down in the quarter?
I was close enough. Troubadour. It's over
Cross Canal Street?
Cross Canal.
Okay.
Right.
So
Nice.
so I don't really call it.
So, so near the central business district.
central business. Yeah, call it the
CBD,
business
man. The
financial.
CBD.
Yeah.
So, rooftop bar, was it a party or was it just a bar? You're just up there hanging out and having some cocktails?
It's just a bar.
Nice.
Yeah, just hanging out.
You and your wife or just by yourself?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and wife. Yeah, Christy.
Anything else? Do anything else while you're out and about?
Just walked around a little bit. Had some food. Tried some different things.
Nice.
Not as much as I did the last time.
The newness wore off. You're
Yeah.
going down there all the damn time now. So
Yeah. I had a bit more work going on, so you know.
because you can actually
During the day.
you can work anywhere you want.
During the day.
Yeah.
But of course we ended up hitting Bourbon Street. You know, just to at least
Gotta
get that little those
Just
you know,
one
those-
pass. Just got to make one pass and then
those,
get out.
Those alcohol slushies at the
Oh, God.
mango, whatever the hell it is.
Did you get a hand grenade? The hand grenades were always the one that did me in.
The vampire blood.
Ooh.
Empire Blood.
I love the hand grenades, man.
It's
Ooh.
got some vodka and diesel in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are always good for
Vodka
just one of
diesel.
those. That's all you
You
need.
can light it on fire.
Yeah, the last time I was down there, which was last year, we did mojitos. We found this.
Kill me now.
We found this guy that he made good mojitos.
I know they literally just add sugar to a mojito. It's like, here's sugar.
Yeah, those
Sugar
went
and
out
mint.
as fast as they came in, dude. They're good though.
Yeah, they're good. A good little summertime drink. A little mint in there.
Good little summertime drink for like one time.
Ooh. So last Monday, we're standing out here waiting for Jeffrey Dawn to clear out, and waiting for the smoke to clear, and we're standing out front here, and this young lady pulls up, and she starts chatting with Jason. It turns out this was the girl that he went to New Orleans with last year that he wouldn't reveal on the air. So I got to meet her. I got to talk to her. I got to his potential love interest. I
The
got to
thing
speak to her.
is,
You probed her too.
I tried.
thing is, you met her before. I don't know why you said this is such a revelation. You met her like a couple times.
Have you been to New Orleans again with her yet?
No.
Anything else?
Why
You
not?
done anything else?
No.
No, she was lovely. I don't think I've ever actually met her. Like, I think that she's walked into the circle of people, you know, and I'm so insecure that I don't just like pop out and say, hey. So I'm just over there going, well, maybe she'll say hi to me, or maybe someone will have enough brains to introduce. And it had never happened until last Monday.
You should break that cycle and just jump out and go, hey! And they're like, what? You go, nothing.
Hey, my name's Aaron.
Yeah, no. I only do that for money. I only do that when it means money. When it doesn't mean
money.
when it doesn't mean money, I don't do it. I could do it all day at the office. I could do it all day. Just walk up to people in power, you know, like the governor, and be like, "Hey, man, what's up, Asa?" But not
Normal.
not
everyday
normal.
people.
I'm too much of a nerd. I'm too much of a geek. I was hoping that might go somewhere, but it didn't. I knew it wouldn't. It was a try.
in the hands of an adolescent.
Gave it a try.
Yeah, you gave it a try.
I listened to a few. This, by the way, totally. I don't know if it slipped by you guys, but it totally passed me by. Did you know that William Shatner put out a Christmas record last year? I had no idea.
What?
I know. He's like, Silent Night. Oh, holy night.
I blame the mainstream media.
We
for this.
lost out on this. That would have been a great Christmas album to play in the month of December. Blew it.
Hey, but you always got this.
We got this year's Christmas, and it's on the Christmas wish list.
This is great.
A William Shatner Christmas album.
I mean, we can always use another album for Christmas.
Absolutely.
I mean, given there's only a finite amount.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit shocking. I heard a couple tracks today, and I was like, this is right up our alley. Or mine, at least. At least somebody's alley. But yeah, that's it. So that's what we got going on the show. Besides all this silly banter, Yeah, we're gonna call Mark. It's gonna happen, and we're gonna talk to him about this GoFundMe project.
This will be great.
Todd's brainchild. And I was like, I'm gonna take this and run with it. This is gonna happen. We're gonna start planning. I've already started writing. Because you know the secret to these GoFundMe, what's the other one called? The Kickstarter?
Yeah.
The secret to these is have a video. To have a video component. So that, because people don't like to read. But if you have a little like minute and a half video about what your project is that you need funding for, it's a done deal. And so we just have to cut this video together.
Oh, that should be
very easy.
what is
We lost some stereo there.
What
Didn't we?
happened?
Oh, hey,
What
welcome
happened?
back.
came back.
Hey.
Wait, it was right when Jason started talking.
Yeah, it was almost like the
Wow.
Yeah.
mic popped or something.
There's a little mixable problem.
Yeah, it's all going downhill fast. It really is. But yeah, so we'll put together the video component. We can splice in clips from his videos into this video, I'm thinking. And then just a quick, like, hey, we're Todd, we're Jason. We're doing this GoFundMe, trying to make this thing happen, blah, 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 blah. Boom. We've got to get Mark to sign off on it before we can really move forward, I think. He may not want to do it.
Yeah. You'll probably have to give it a little bit of thought.
And what's going to be in like 5 years?
Yeah, because
We got 5 years before this happens?
Yeah, because if the money is raised and
We got to come through.
yeah.
Yeah, we got to make
And
T-shirts.
he
and
has
stuff.
to as well.
We have to make T-shirts.
And
Maybe we need to reach out to Jeff Bezos. Or Bezos, however you say his name.
yeah, no. I'm always perplexed at that one.
Bezos, same thing.
I'll meet it halfway and say Bezos.
Jesus.
Beelzebub.
Jeff Bezos.
Beelzebubs. So apparently there is a Tea Party protest happening tonight in Hot Springs.
What the hell are they protesting?
ASMSA.
Oh, really?
Yes, for bringing Hillary Clinton down in the next week or two for the commencement speech for the graduating class of 2019.
Never mind the increasing national debt and everything that they were against before.
Yeah.
Let's take it down to the state level and the city level and whatever.
Yeah. Talking to that mic again.
Yes. Yeah.
Did it happen again, or
Are
am
we
I
back?
just going
Yeah.
dead?
It's kind of
Yeah, something strange happening here.
It's yeah. Oh, see. Yeah.
It's falling apart. Station's falling apart. Welcome to KUHS.
welcome to Janky Community Radio.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, I mean, what do you think about that? Why is that happening in our town? Why do people care that much about Hillary? Why do we care? Why do they care?
Put her in jail.
Why?
Put her in jail.
Why? Yeah, why?
Oh.
But she's not running the country or doing a job that's involved in the country.
Exactly.
She's just a lady.
Deflection?
Yeah, strange.
Deflection from only I can do it. I'm the best. Everybody
What was that?
That's what it is
It's
anymore. It's
fascinating.
just I just summed it up.
You did.
I didn't do it. Yeah, I did. I don't care. What are you going to do about it? I
We'll
didn't
see.
do it.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh, your eye looks painful, man. That's tough.
Here, let me do that.
Oh God! No. He's like pulling it down. It's like squishing it down and making it squishy. Oh God! Oh my goodness!
I don't have the scream sound. Where'd it go?
Dang, I tell you what.
That's
not
close
it.
enough.
It was Schneed's birthday last week, by the way. Did you wish him a happy birthday?
It was. Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Nice. I did too. Apparently, he was in town.
Yeah. We got some info.
Yeah, we got some spies
Yeah, I saw that. He
was in town.
He posted a video
on
earlier.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Of in town in Hot Springs.
Yeah.
What was
It
the Schneed doing?
It was kind of odd.
Really? Can we watch
For
it
now.
after? Can we watch it?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's a pretty good video.
Well, dang, I tell you what, now I want to get to the record and watch this video. Is there more than just him in the video?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Anybody else you can reveal on the air?
No. It's just yeah. Somebody close to him.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. Younger, older, same age?
Younger.
Lots younger or kind of younger?
Well, it's somebody related to him. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I'm fascinated. Yeah. All right, well,
I'm a security guy. I can't,
can't reveal these things.
I'm always evasive about these things.
Well, we got a really cool record for you tonight. Very excited to share this one with the world. It's very exciting. The flat earthers, I should say. Very excited to share this with the plate. The dish, as we'll call it, the dish. Tonight's album is called Message from the Country. It came out in 1971, and it's by the band The Move.
The Move.
The Move. If you're not familiar with The Move is a British rock group formed by the legendary Roy Wood, and Jeff Lynne joined later. He did not form the band, but he did join later. And, of course, those two guys went on to, after this album, in fact, this was the final release from The Move, Roy and Jeff went on to start Electric Light Orchestra, otherwise known as ELO.
Everybody always forgets Bev Bevan.
Bev Bevan, man.
Bev Bevan.
Bev Bevan, yeah, dude. No, I didn't forget him.
Where the hell do you get a name like that?
Bev Bevan, I don't know. Maybe his first name was Beverly.
Well, I mean, that's what I was going to say. So
back.
if it's the full name of Beverly,
Yeah.
who does that for a boy? I don't know.
Beverly Bevan. I think your mic is not plugged in all the way or something, buddy, and
What?
that's why it's shorting out. Okay.
It's working.
Just strange how when you pop on it.
Bump. Bump.
Oh, remember last week and I tapped it too hard?
Yeah.
I screwed things up last week. Tapped the mixer too hard. But yeah, so Beverly Bevan as well in this band.
Oh, Beverly.
Beverly Bev. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're British, so maybe Beverly as a male name is kind of like Sue.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Sue.
A boy named Sue, Johnny Cash,
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Biv
Alright.
DeVoe.
Boy named Cindy.
Boy, oh boy.
Boy, oh boy, boy.
But yeah, this is a very cool album. It is the last one. There are a bunch of bonus tracks on here, including one single B-side that made it onto an ELO record. If we can get through this entire beast, you might hear it. It's a good one. But yes, I wanted to say this because I thought this was interesting. The BBC has described, and we've featured a lot of BBC on this show. Like BBC, the Beebs shows, Radio 1. Just do the whole show that way, just everything. So did you have a good weekend, Jason? It was your birthday weekend. Did you? Do anything fun? I know that you had plans last week. You were like, I'm not going to work. I'm taking that off, and I'm getting loaded.
I worked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I thought that was going to be your birthday present to yourself.
Yeah, I needed the money.
Little boy blue.
Well, needed the money. Little boy needed the money. You just revealed what his job is. Oh, is this mic on? Whoops.
No!
Yeah, yes. The BBC has described Roy Wood as being responsible for some of the most memorable sounds of the 70s. Look, I've been
by memorable they meant weird.
Yeah. Well, look, I've been trying to work into this. So we played ELO. We're playing The Move. We can get into a couple other bands if we want. But I really want to get into Wizard with two Z's, because Wizard is a crazy, weird band and that's when Roy went off on his own, and the people that were a little more grounded, like Jeff Lynne, couldn't say, like, easy now, buddy, come on, calm down. And he went crazy, but made some of the most amazing music. So we're getting to the Wizard part of this journey.
So which one made more money?
Oh, ELO did by far, yeah. By the way, I'm really happy about the resurgence of ELO. They've always been a favorite.
Yeah.
My parents listened to them all the time when I was a kid. I was always fascinated by their album covers because they were like spaceships, or jukeboxes. Like I couldn't figure it out.
It's like kind of like Boston.
Yeah,
their album covers are similar.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah, totally. They were like jukebox spaceship looking things. But yeah, so I've been happy to see that thanks to Marvel, the resurgence of ELO. My kids rock it out all the time. They were blasting it too loud over the weekend. I was like, turn it down in there. I'm trying to watch a John Lennon documentary. Anyway, but yeah, so let's get into this. This is awesome. This is good, man. Roy Wood, Jeff Lynne, Bev Bevan, coming at you live on KUHS 102.5 FM. It is time for Message from the Country. Here we go. We'll see you in a little while. The regular you know about.
gonna use now? She was hasty to get me down. Will she ever pass to another class now? And she's waiting to throw me down. All right. To another class now, but she's waiting to throw me down. Sweet little girl came running to the door and she told me again, ooh, I just had a ball, not too bad at all. Thank you, I'll change so long, so long.
Saw the folks down below crying, heard them on the radio lying, distant bells in the air ringing out. Do they hear? Do they know it's growing very near? Everybody's sitting here, they don't realize they got no time. So the transmitter sway slowly, saw it crash in the lake coldly, saw the sea rushing in to the coast. Now they've seen, now they know it's growing very near. Everybody's sitting here, they don't realize they got no time. Saw them gather in slow motion, setting sail on the tired ocean. Heard the clouds rolling high, shouting down from the
seats apart. But if you gotta treat me wrong, don't mess me up. Stop in a side street, baby. Give your heart a check. Well, don't mess with me, cause you might get my fingerprints around your neck. So if you gotta treat me wrong, don't mess me up. Well, a big champagne I bought you, baby. You emptied every drop. Then you tried to chain me up, but I had to make you stop. I give it to you, baby. I take you to the party hopper. Should I cause a scene in your red blue jeans? And we dance till 5 o'clock. But if you gotta treat me rough, don't mess me up. Don't mess me up like that. Come aboard, help me, baby. I gotta kick this in the start. Go rocking into the feature film, and we'll rip the seats apart. But if you gotta treat me wrong, don't mess me up. Well, if you gotta treat me wrong, don't mess me up. Well, if you gotta treat me rough, don't mess me up.
The Late Show. Relax, enjoy a snack and watch The Late Show. Channel 2 is proud to bring the greatest of stars here on the Great Late Show.
You're listening to the record you need to know about on KUHS
Yeah, I'm Magellan on the
102.5
dirt bike.
Yeah.
FM.
I don't have to say that stuff now. Thank you, bumper person thing voice. Welcome back. We're back. We're back live. There's your first little taste of the final album of The Move.
The Move.
The Move.
You can hear a clear, distinct difference in Roy Wood's sound and Jeff Lynne's.
You can.
It's sort of like their White Album. It's their White Album. It's their White Album. It really is. You know, the White Album was like you could take out all of the put all the John Lennon songs over here, the Paul songs over here, the George songs over there, and who cares about Ringo? And you could just those could be individual albums. So this is very much similar to that.
Who cares about Ringo?
Don't diss on Ringo.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Or Tito.
Peace and love, man. He's a jerk.
And he's awful drummer.
Actually, he's not that bad.
He's not that bad. He's steady. I'll give him that.
He's a steady drummer. Yeah, that's it.
But no flourishing. You know, hardly at all.
Not too much. He got more exciting later on in the Beatles' career, I think. But yeah, not an awful drummer. Not a great drummer. You know.
Yeah.
He's no Neil Peart.
Nowhere near. Nowhere near.
Nor should anyone actually be Neil Peart. That is self-indulgence
I was gonna say he's a machine.
He's a machine, but if you look up self-indulgent, there's a picture
Sure,
of Neil
picture
Peart,
of him.
yeah, playing drums.
Yes.
Playing a 52-piece drum set. Jesus, man, you don't even need that much. I have.
Everyone take it up to 60 and
My
70.
my drum kit is literally 3 pieces. It's 3 pieces.
Well, you do have to respect the man for at least attempting it and perfecting it. You know. At the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
time.
yeah. It's technically great.
Yeah.
Listenable? Maybe not so much.
Certain things.
Certain things. We haven't played a Rush album yet. We haven't gotten into the Rush.
And that's,
No, we haven't.
That's
Yeah.
blasphemy, I think.
Well, maybe not. I mean,
because there's some great Rush albums.
you know what? There are a bunch of great Rush songs, but much like Queen, not all of the albums are great, like top to bottom. You know, there are a bunch of good Rush. There's a bunch of good Rush songs, but like entire albums, you'd be like, oh, this song's good. Ooh, this one's not so good. Ooh, that one's rough. That one's a little better.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's another good one. You know.
Well, I think some of their conceptual albums kind of fall short. You know, I mean, like 2112. Or
You can only sing about
you know,
gnomes for so long.
2112, yeah, is one of those. I can.
I mean, but
It's if you have the time,
but,
you can listen
you know,
to
but-
all the way
Yeah.
through.
but I think
It's like watching Endgame. It's a 3-hour album. Jesus,
if you have the
my butt
time
hurts.
and you're in the right state of mind.
but Moving Pictures is a great album.
There you go.
Moving pictures.
Shall we play that one? Is that good top to bottom?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, look at there. We've got a Rush album in
There you go.
in the works.
And there's the one with Working Man on it.
That's like their first
First one.
their first album. Yeah,
First
that
album.
one's a good one.
It's a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do that one then.
yeah. We can do the first Rush album. That'd be good.
All right. We're gonna play some Rush here in the near future. Cool. Exciting. Don't let me forget.
But
because I will.
But I think that was before they had Neil Peart though. The first
I
album.
think it was.
well,
Yeah.
that's why it was good. I'm sorry. I'm just jealous because he's so freaking technically good.
I know.
Technically good on the drums.
I mean,
it just
they-
it makes you mad if you're a drummer. You're like, screw you, man.
I mean, Metronome factories use him to set their time for
do they really?
I'm kidding.
Oh,
but I
okay.
mean, but they could actually. Yeah.
I don't know how his timing is because the timing on those records, it does go up and down.
Well,
It speeds up and slows down.
There's a lot of time signature
I know
changes in their
that, but I'm
songs,
talking about the
but I mean,
tempo. It does speed up and slow down. You know, now a drummer with impeccable time is actually Dave Grohl. That guy's got seriously sick time.
Mm-hmm.
He can stick to a beat, and it stays that way the entire song. It doesn't fluctuate at all. Like, you can literally throw his stuff up, anything that he's drummed on, whether it's a Nirvana track or some other band or the first Foo Fighters album. You can literally throw it up into I've done this. You can put it into there's an app called Ableton, and you can sync it to the beat, and it'll find the BPMs, and like that thing does not fluctuate at all. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how tight that guy is. Very good time. Very good time. Another good time drummer is Stuart Copeland. Believe it or not. Mm-hmm. Believe it or not, even though as loose and jazzy and weird as that drumming is, which is, by the way, my favorite of all time drummers is Stuart Copeland. But yeah, he's got impeccable time. Really good time.
Yeah, but as far as Peart, it's the changing of that time.
The time. The
Danny
time
Carey
signature.
of Tool is good with that.
Yeah, time signature changes. Where
Yeah.
it's like, whoa, how? Whoa, where are we now? 3, 4? What happened?
It's like that thing of I was counting, now I'm off.
Yeah, you screwed me up.
What? You just slowed it down and then you sped it back up.
Yeah,
You missed a beat.
yeah. They're going to halftime.
Purposely.
Yeah, going to halftime and then like bouncing into 3, 4. That's where it gets crazy. Wow, we just really got into a little nerd talk about drumming there, didn't we? That was a lot of fun. Well done.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to have to go down a drummer path now.
Well, we can play
At
some
some
drummer.
point.
We can play some drummer bands,
Oh, we can.
drum-led bands. That'd be even better.
Yeah, we could play Anavan.
No, not at all. Why would we do that?
That's a drum band.
That's so odd. Why
Yeah,
would we do that?
Anavan. I remember I saw that band once.
Why would that ever happen?
Sure, why?
Why would that ever happen? So yeah, look. So check this out. The other day it was Friday. So Friday I was working, on the show all day long. 'Cause that's all I do when I'm not here. And I kept having this tickle over this eye.
Oh, you're about to have one of these.
No. There's a resolution here. But I kept having this tickle over my left eye, and I was like, "What is going on?" It kept tickling. And I thought maybe like something was caught on my glasses, like a dog hair or something. It was tickling my face.
He's got the twitch.
It's like pulling on my glasses, cleaning them, like nothing there. So I go into the bathroom and I look in the mirror, and I've got a rogue wild eyebrow hair. It was like an inch long.
Yeah, getting old, man.
It freaked me the F out. Like, I was like, what is that?
Where did that come
Isn't
from?
it weird?
Big giant hair.
Isn't it weird?
Freaked me out, man.
It's either there or your ear.
Haven't got
And
it on
it's
the
like
ear
they
yet.
pop up overnight.
It just, yeah. It's like maybe it was hiding. It was hibernating in the brow. And then, however I washed my face that morning or did whatever, I dried off.
You broke it
I
loose.
broke it loose, and it just was dangling down there, poking me in the eyelid.
See?
Like, all day. And then when I finally spotted it, I was like, what in the F is that?
So,
I mean, it was a big, like, dangler, like an octopus.
you went to work and everything like that?
Yeah, I didn't know it was there.
It's one of those things. So you were probably like that guy that, like, when I've gone to work and I see the guy that has that stray hair that's out of his ear and it's like looks like it's about 2 inches long, I'm like, dude, I just want to pluck that.
You got a coat hanger
I just
sticking
want
out
to
of your
pluck
head.
that. And it's like, how did he not notice that this morning? But the thing is, those hairs, I swear, they come up like with
It was overnight.
hours.
It was overnight. It was like I slept, and this hair just was like, okay, it's time to remind you you're 46. Yelp. And it just grew down and was poking me in the eyelid all day. It was bizarre, and so I went to the bathroom and I spotted it.
Did you pull it out?
Oh yeah, man! I grabbed it, gave it a tug, but it slipped out. So I had to like use my fingernail, and like get the fingernail because I thought like the fingernail would make like a nice like a wrench, like a gripper.
Yeah.
So I got the hair between the fingernail and the thumb and just grabbed it and held on to it. And I was like, I got this sucker now. Boink, and it came right out. It just popped right out of there. It was a satisfying feeling, and it was I'm trying to find a.
Well, so
trying to
get
find a-
ready. So in about a month,
There we go.
or so, it's going to happen again.
You think
They're
in a
gonna have to
month?
keep an eye
I gotta
on it.
wait a month.
I don't know.
I'm gonna keep an eye out on.
It's gonna increase.
Do I have
in
to start? Well,
frequency.
I have noticed that my nose hairs are starting to get longer.
Yeah, you got to keep them clipped and trimmed.
How do you do it?
You got your nose clipper.
You use one of those little
It's
machines?
time.
Yeah.
It's time to buy the
Yeah.
nose clippers,
Do you
man.
use one of those?
I use
No,
one.
I don't.
No, I'm not using one of those.
It doesn't hurt at all. It's like a little, the hairs go into a little hole, and it's like a little rotating razor. It doesn't pull it.
Yeah,
like
that's
a grinder.
It doesn't pull it. It just
Put a
cuts the
grinder
hairs.
up your nose.
no, you shove your nose into a pencil sharpener.
I use
That's what
it.
that sounds like to me. No, what I do is late at night after my wife's passed out or gone to sleep, is I'll lay there in bed. It's so satisfying. I find them and I just pull them out one by one with my fingers. It's so delicious. I love it.
delicious.
I'll pull them
I
out.
tell you what.
Sometimes I can get a good sometimes I can get a bundle. Sometimes I get like a good 5 or 6 of them. I'll like pull them out and I'll like put them in my palm and I'll look at them and go, those are big substantial hairs. And then,
So delicious.
and then brush them off onto the floor and do it again. But I gotta wait for my wife to go to sleep. I don't want her to see me doing that. I don't want her to know that I'm like nose hairing. But yeah. Yeah, I got him good. He had a lot of nose hair. I got him good and cleaned out last night. It was awesome.
Oh, he did. He was a hairy dude.
My wife went to bed really early because we had Mother's Day, and her whole goal was to just drink mimosas all afternoon. So she was out pretty early. So I had lots of
You're
nose.
like, okay, she's out. Yeah,
Nah, nose hair. Yeah, I know. It's sort of sad.
Now
Yeah,
time to preen.
It's sort of sad, but that's the actual truth. I was like, sweet, she's asleep. Blink, blink, boink, 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 boink. And I'm just pulling them out, one after the other. And collecting them. I like to collect them and look and see what I've got. Sometimes I'll notice there's like a almost like a little follicle on the end of the thing. Like I got
there
this.
is.
So does that mean they're not going to come back? I got it all out?
No,
No.
it's coming back.
Jesus Christ. I'm tired of this
He
getting
has
old
nothing to
stuff.
do with that.
I'm tired of,
Or maybe. I don't know.
I'm tired of getting old. This is not fun. I'm not liking the getting old thing. It's not fun. You mow the lawn and you're a little bit worn out, Like it used to be mow the lawn. You're like, all right, let's lift weights now, or let's
Well,
go
so
kayaking.
far, if hairs are your only problem, then that's not that bad.
You're true. I don't have an
Now,
exploding
you know what you
eye.
could do?
The exploding eyes.
I'm not saying this in any professional sense, and Doc can correct me on this if he wants to call in, but you could take some neat, You know, the hair killing stuff just kind of rub.
The whole point of manually. Jesus, man.
I mean,
Neat.
it'll burn like hell, I'm sure,
No.
but you know.
Oh, that neat. Is that what
Yeah.
was the stuff? Nair.
Nair.
Yeah, or even some of the light therapy stuff now. Can you not use that in your nose?
I don't know.
I mean,
We're not recommending anyone try this at home, by the way.
Somebody's doing it right
Oh,
now.
no.
You know people are taking those little instruments and
get killed.
No.
sticking them in their nose.
Neat. What the hell is neat?
Same thing as Nair thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
Nair.
Nair.
That foam that takes
Not
the
neat.
hair off. Yeah.
Or maybe Neat also does that.
I don't know what neat is, but anyway, I like manually removing them. It's satisfying. Feels good. I feel like I've accomplished something today.
So delicious.
Yeah, just pull them out.
So delicious.
One after the other. There they go.
That is a severe behavioral
It
disorder.
might be, Todd. It very well might be. But I like to collect them and look at them and see, how robust, if I may use a Sean Spicer, how robust they are and go, okay, those are good. And then brush them off onto the floor.
Yeah.
And keep on going until it's gone, until they're all gone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because you may have one every now and then that's really thick, and you go, "Wow!"
Yeah, you're like, Jesus,
Look at that one.
that looks like a rogue eyebrow hair.
And then you look at another one, and you're like, "What does this mean? Am I sick?"
This one's kind of weak. Yeah, but that's not good. That's not good. Why do we have these things? Why are these things happening to us? It's no fun. It's no fun. I don't want this. I want to stay childlike.
As long as it doesn't involve physical pain,
True.
I'm okay with it.
True.
I mean, yeah. Every now and then I have these stray hairs on my ears, and it's kind of weird. It's like, why is the hair growing there like that? That's not right.
Oh, I don't have the ear thing
That's
going
like
on
on
yet.
the
That's
top of my
concerning.
ear. It's like, wow.
I have the nose, eyebrow, and ear. All three of them.
You get the rogue eyebrows?
Oh, yeah.
Rogue eyebrows.
Yeah, I've had them.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Just pull them out.
More of this fascinating conversation coming up in just a little while when we get back. Actually, stay tuned because at 10:15 we're going to call the Sarge from the film, the documentary on Netflix, Behind the Curve, and we're going to talk flat Earth stuff with him very shortly. So stick around. And I would say after these messages, but we don't have a sponsor didn't pop up on the machine, so I don't know.
You can pull one up.
Yeah, I don't
Fascinating.
I don't have time for that, man. That's a lot of work.
It's just to the left. Pull up the categories.
Right there
It's
it
at the
is.
very top.
Okay,
RecordYouNeedToKnow.com.
Ooh, thank you. Nice, Todd. All right, KUHS. We'll be back in a little while. Here's some more of The Move. See you in a minute.
This is KUHSLP, Hot Springs, Arkansas, 102.5, your solar-powered community radio station.
Oh my God, they're not breathing. Does anyone know CPR?
It's Disco Dicky. You're listening to the records you need to know about.
Campground Pirate Radio.
Hard to get up in the morning, no matter who you're working for. You find a way when the landlord's knocking on your door. But you won't be down until your mom is gone. So you realize the letdown, put the blame upon yourself. Still hurry home till you know she no matter who you're working for. You find a way when the landlord's knocking on your door. You won't be down until your mama's gone. You won't be down until your mama's gone. Till your mama's gone.
end of the line. My Marge is peaches to me when no one can see. The snuggle of his heavenly. My Marge, squeeze me, take me home for tea. Let's not stay out too late, 'cause your mother will be cross and I'll be down across her knee. You know, my Marge is big double Dutch. She's so ripe to touch. That's why I love her very much. And take me home for tea. Let's not stay out too late, 'cause your mother will be cross and I'll be down across her knee. You know, my Marge is such a delight. She thrills me at night. The second I turn off the light. You know, my Marge, I know. She's a nice girl, you know. I know. She picks her nose. Throws the brown lumps over the right side, the green lumps over the red side, and everybody else is good night.
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch. Stupid bitch. Look at that. I'm provoking that, huh? I'm making motherfuckers just hate God more. I'm provoking that, huh? You got devil worshiper, you ain't got no excuse. It's not of competition, it's of cooperation. Time, next call.
Time, next call.
The record you need to know about.
Biatch.
On KUHS 102.5 FM.
Oh my goodness, Preacher X. Those were the days. Preacher X. That gentleman right there was on public access television out of Orange County, California. Preacher X.
Preacher X.
Yeah, you could turn on your TV, your local TV, and watch public access at 2 a.m. and this guy was on, green screen, floating around, screaming like that, swearing like that. I
remember this guy.
We bleeped it all out, but yeah, there's videos. They all made it on YouTube eventually. But
every time I hear it, it sounds like Dennis Rodman to me.
All right, let's give the Sarge a call. Let's see if he's there. And unfortunately, I don't have the Sarge's bumper made yet because my computer died. So that sucks. But
okay, wait a second. Then.
Sarge, if you're listening, we're about to call in. I need to call this number, I believe. So, there we go. Thank you.
Hey, this is Sarge. I'm the Flat Earth guy. Sarge, Mark Sargent.
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the beep.
We'll try it again.
I'm Mark Sarge, the Flat Earth guy. I believe the Earth looks like a pie.
A pizza pie.
It's just not round.
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the beep.
Okay, we'll try the other number. I got two numbers for the Sarge.
I'm Mark Sarge. I believe in Flat Earth.
I don't hear anything. Ring it. Sarge? Sarge!
Are you okay?
Doesn't happen.
Sarge?
Oh, man. We're gonna get him. Da da dee. Turn on the music again. That was really good music, man. Okay, it's ringing. Da da. Ba da 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 da. Flat Earth time with Mark Sargent, 'cause he's the Flat Earth guy. Yeah. Well, the earth might be flat, but then again it could be freaking round. You don't know. We need
Or
to
a
talk to
pizza
Mark Sargent.
box.
Come on, Sarge. Your other number to... Hey, Mark, are you there?
I am here.
Dude, we were just singing your theme song. Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, nothing. Is there still time to call me back on the other line?
Absolutely. I dialed it twice, and it said that the user was not available.
No, that's because I hung up on you because I forgot it was you.
Well, hang on a second. We're going to have to do some calculations with the curvature of the Earth.
No, shut up, Todd. We're gonna call you back. Okay, get that line open.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
I will be right.
Call you in a minute. Okay, bye.
Okay.
All right. Well, look at that. He had, I guess that other
Would
phone
you
line must
look
be
at that?
special. Okay, put on our theme music again. That was good. We're gonna call the flat Earth guy. His name is Mark Sargent, and he believes the Earth is flat. His name is Mark Sargent. That's great.
He's a flat Earth guy.
This is Mark.
Mark, are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. We got you this time. Cool. What happened with that number? That's weird.
It is a hard line that goes through Skype.
Oh.
And so when Microsoft bought Skype, they removed the personalized voicemail, which is the weirdest thing ever. It's like, why would you take that out? That's a standard functionality. But yeah, that's why you hear this British. Everyone has the same British woman.
Okay. All right.
And of course, the government's monitoring. So.
Well, there's always that.
There is that.
So let's just catch up really quick. This is Mark Sargent from Behind the Curve, but let's just forget about that. This is Mark Sargent, the guy from Flat Earth Clues, the YouTube channel that has bazillion viewers.
A bazillion?
A bazillion.
Well, I don't know about that.
Close to a bazillion. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're helping you. Anyway, so how was New Zealand?
Good. It was. What should I say here? It was better than expected. I have never been to New Zealand before in my life, and it is beautiful. If I ever have to run away from the United States, that is the place I will seek asylum.
Really?
It's just gorgeous. It is beautiful countryside. It's like England, but with a lot better weather, with surfing beaches and just beautiful sun all the time and rolling beautiful hills. And of course, that's where they shot the entirety of Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
So was there. So I got a chance to go to Hobbiton and visit the Shire, which was just a fascinating trip because it's in the middle of a working 1,200-acre farm, and so it's this little village. It's straight out of the movie. There's no CGI there.
Wow.
And it was just magical. Just a wonderful trip. Anyway, go ahead.
So while you were there, did you do the the bubble thing that you get inside of and roll down the hill?
No, I didn't do any of that.
There's a bubble thing.
I wouldn't have recommended that anyway.
I think it's kind of cool though.
Oh, is that like that? Is that like that bubble thing that the Flaming Lips guy gets in and bounces through the audience?
Similar to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a thing you can do that.
There's some cool places, but look, I'm older. I'm probably not the best candidate to jump in a bubble and just start rolling around.
Honestly, I wouldn't do it either. Man.
Whatever. I'm
Scary.
almost your age. I'd do it.
How old are you, Mr. Sargent?
I am 138. No, I am 51.
Okay, cool. Well, then you and Todd, you guys are the same age.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now it's 51, so he's 2 years older than I.
Wait, I thought you just turned 50.
No.
49.
I'm 49.
Oh my gosh, Todd's 49. So hey, I want to get into this really quick because, and then we're going to get into the Flat Earth update. And I'm sorry I don't have your theme song written yet. My computer died, and I hope to get that all worked out in the next couple of weeks. But I've noticed that you capture these interviews and then put them on your channel,
right?
Which is cool. And thank you.
I'm not capturing this one, just so you know.
Oh, damn it. Come on, man. I need you to capture this one because this one's important.
It is?
Yeah, well, I'll send you the clip. How's that?
Oh, yeah. Send me the clip.
I will. And then
I try to capture what I can, but sometimes I could. In this case, I just didn't have time.
Okay, that's all right. Well, I'll send you the clip, and then you can put it on your channel because I'm speaking to the people that comment on your videos.
Oh, okay.
And I've noticed that the people that comment on our particular conversations automatically assume that we here at The Record You Need to Know About are flat earthers because we're conversing with you about flat earth. and they're they're a little hostile.
Oh, because they think you're into it.
Exactly, and I was telling Todd and Jason earlier that I was like, it bothers me a little bit because I'm not necessarily, and I told you this from the beginning, I'm flat leaning. I'm not there yet. I need to learn more, and you seem to be the authority on this, so that's why I'm talking with you.
Mark, this is where you say, welcome to the club.
No, I get it. No, trust me. Remember, 90% of our members are still in the Flat Earth Closet, and I hear from them all the time. Where they say, "Look, I don't want to come out because of family members or coworkers or friends." I get it.
Well, see, and I'm not even concerned about that. It's just concerning to me that there are so many people that are so like the vitriol, like they're so against the idea of you even entertaining this as a reality that they just immediately go after three guys on a radio show in Hot Springs, Arkansas. They just go after us like we're bad guys all of a sudden because we're talking to you, which that's a little offensive.
It's extremely polarizing. I mean, you got to remember, for a lot of people, you're messing with their reality. You're messing with, not to steal too much from the Matrix, but you really are. I mean, I had a guy on a call-in show, and he was slightly older, and I was, I think, late 40s, and when he called, and he goes, how dare you, young man, tell me the world isn't what I think it is. And it's like, really? Mm-hmm. It's like he didn't know me from Adam until my father worked for for NASA. He built things. And it's like, you're telling me he's a liar? And I'm going, no, I'm saying he didn't know. He didn't know anything. But yeah, you're messing with people's reality, and
they're very sensitive about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like telling somebody after they've turned 30 that they're adopted, and you're serious.
Well, yeah, I can see that.
It's like you're telling them that because people immediately, their first reaction, the 5 stages of acceptance, which is denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. That first denial stage is
the Kubler-Ross.
People, and followed almost immediately by anger. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, I'm not adopted, and then you keep pushing it. They will start. They'll get really, really upset, and to where the more they think about it. All of a sudden, it doesn't even mean anything until they start believing just the slightest inkling of it, and then they revisit every conversation they ever had. With their parents since they were 6 years old.
Yeah.
So I trust me. The polarizing aspect, I get it. Although to be fair, most of the people that come at you are anonymous. That's the whole. That's one of the rules of being a troll is that you remain anonymous.
Sure.
99% of my emails are perfectly fine, and most of my phone calls are perfectly fine because they're angry, but they're not angry at me. They're angry at the idea.
They're angry at the idea. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So anyway, to your YouTube commenters, if they are planning on commenting on this interview, kiss my ass and lay off because we are just simply trying to learn. Our minds are open. And we are listening, and don't make any assumptions about what we believe or where we stand on the issue of flat or round Earth. Just chill out, you bunch of losers. Sorry, that's just me getting back.
Well,
I feel like I got into a couple comment arguments, and I was like, "You a-hole, leave me alone."
No.
I'm trying to listen to this guy, and you're stirring things up in a negative way. How can we progress with all this negativity? Stop with the bad comments. Stop putting us down because we're some hayseeds from Arkansas. It's actually not that hayseed if you've ever been here. We're a wonderfully sophisticated state.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, I won't go that far.
Well, no, I don't think the state has anything to do with it, though. I mean, people can make jokes what they want, but look, every state picks on other states. If it's not Arkansas, it's Alabama. If it's not Alabama, it's Mississippi.
Well, Alabama's screwed up, man. Let's be honest.
See, there you go.
Let's be honest.
See,
everybody's
Alabama.
Like every state I ever go to, people complain about everyone who drives in that particular state. they say, oh yeah, it's a pretty good state, but you be careful on the highways, man, because there's some nutty drivers out here. It's like, really? Because I hear that literally in every single state. So.
All right, so let's get to the flat Earth update. What happened in New Zealand? Did we get anywhere? What did we learn?
Oh, well, first off, it was wonderful. The people that put on the conference, it was their first conference, and it went very, very well. More people than expected showed up. We had a lot of last-minute people, and just about every media outlet that you can think of. Hang on one second. I'm trying to do too many things at once here.
That's okay.
But just about every media outlet that you could think of showed up. Because remember, there's only 4 million people in the entire country.
Yeah.
So there's only 3 major television stations there, and all magazine periodicals. So I think I was interviewed by 3 television stations, 3 independent journalists, and 3 radio stations.
Well, you're like a rock star because of the damn movie. I mean, you're all over the place,
that
right?
was it.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. That would the documentary will not go away. It just keeps generating all this buzz.
Sure.
And it was a lot of fun. And I was there for 2 weeks. The conference went on for a couple days, and we did functions before and afterwards. The lead organizer, Adrian, there's three conferences being put on this year that are being done by women, which I was really surprised.
Cool.
Because most of the conspiracy world is still men. And so the one in New Zealand, the one in UK.
So you brought up a word there that I want to ask you about. You said conspiracy. Do you think that flat earthing is a conspiracy, or do you think it's a theory?
Well, I mean, I'd love to call it just a theory, but as you know, because there is a little bit of a conspiracy aspect. Look, the very definition of a conspiracy, when 3 or more people conspire to cover something up, to keep something a secret, that's a conspiracy. I mean, if you went out with 3 of your buddies and dented your other buddy's car, and you all agreed not to tell him or just make up a story on how the dent got there, then that's a conspiracy. So I don't know what else you would call it. I mean, technically, yes, there are a lot of people involved in the covering up of this thing, but I don't consider it your standard garden variety dark conspiracy.
Okay.
I mean,
it's not like a wacky Alex Jones thing. It's a
okay. So the covering up is actually that the dome or whatever we're in,
saline.
The powers that be just don't know exactly what that is, and they can't get out of it. Is that what you're saying?
Right. I mean,
so that would shock people.
Sort of like the alien life thing. Like, they don't want to let you know that there's aliens because that's too much information for the general public. They can't digest it.
Well, there couldn't be aliens.
They'll lose their
can't
mind
get outside of the bubble.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If you figured it out, let's say you were the United States and the Soviet Union back in 1960, and you didn't know what this place looked like until about 1960, and then you figured it out. And we've had this discussion a little bit before. Would you tell the general public? No, you would not. You would want to. Part of you would want to, and there's a lot of people out there listening to me go, "Oh, the people have a right to know." And
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm going to steal a line from Men in Black, and that is, a person is smart, but people are dumb, panicky, and dangerous, and you know it.
Okay.
And that is, so you've got to figure out a way to introduce it to the public that is digestible enough. How long does that take? That takes decades to figure it out. And that by that I mean right now we're in the perfect position to do it, which is why I think it's being allowed to go through. I mean, think of it this way: between high-speed internet, social media, and 6 billion smartphones, we are now in the position to where you could roll out just about any story you wanted. And you get just, the old criminal thing, everybody get their story straight. You could get everybody on the same page.
So
and that's what we're talking about here.
So were there any new discoveries at the Flat Earth Conference in New Zealand? Were there any new tests done, or?
No, it wasn't really a testing thing. Like, these guys were just excited to do their first conference ever. So they flew in, myself and Robbie Davidson, Patricia Steer went, and then the rest of the people came in, again, via technology.
Did your girlfriend roll up?
My girlfriend?
Yeah.
Which one?
You know which one? You know who I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right. Like, look,
That
it-
cute,
you know,
cute little redhead lady you're always on the
yeah,
YouTube with.
the redheaded lady. You know, it's funny you'd mention that because when I was down there, I think at least half out of the 9 interviews I did, I think half of them asked about Patricia.
I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to wonder if people are more interested in the love triangle going on between you, Patricia, and Flat Earth right now than anything else. They might be.
The movie had a lot of interesting aspects to it, and they decided to play up the romance side more than I thought. But I mean, it was amazing when I was talking to like radio stations, and they'd sit down, they go, and they'd just stare at me, right? And they go, Mark Sargent, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we need to know, what about Patricia? and seriously, they like absolutely not a hint of humor in their voice. They're just like, tell us, you know, we're rooting for you, Mark.
Well, they're trying to do the Howard Stern thing, and it's
reality
bull
TV.
crap. It's not working out for them.
It's like, look, I mean, Patricia and I know each other very well, and but we realized, you know, we at this point, Flat Earth is so big, and it's bigger than us, that we don't want to screw up sort of a good team thing that we've got going on. I know this sounds kind of cheesy or weird.
It makes sense. I get it.
There is a certain production value between Patricia and I, and we've heard it too many times to where it's like, okay, let's say we start dating again. What happens if it just goes completely south, which it might? You know, what do we do? You know,
yeah.
I can tell you what you do. You need to have a reality TV show that's like a bunch of flat earthers and y'all are all in a house, you know, just like the normal thing, the thing that you see on TV all the time. Seriously, and we see what happens with you and Patricia right there.
We have joked about that for the last 2 years. Which is there's so much drama already in the Flat Earth community between all the infighting, and the weird jealousy things.
Why is that? Why would that even be happening? You would think everyone is just on the same level, that they want to accomplish the same thing, and that's to get the word out, or at least convince everyone that's been taught the Earth is round to accept this other idea.
From a pseudoscientific point of view, you're absolutely right. We are all on the same page. However, people are people. We're just human. You know, that doesn't change. I mean, it doesn't matter what demographic. I mean, yeah, it helps a lot, and we are a lot more compatible than other groups. You know, at the end of the day, we still agree. It's like, okay, you know, we've still got our common goal. But look, you know, things happen between, you know, their egos clash. There's jealousy, there's rivalries, you know, like anything else, and I just scream every time I see it because we're just wasting production value.
Yeah.
I tell people, I go, save it for the television show. You don't need to do it right now because, you know, it's like producers, they have no idea. I've told producers, I said, look, you have no idea. You don't even have to write a script. This thing writes itself. It's too easy. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so I want to ask you about, and I've tried this we were going to do this last time, but we got sidetracked. But the flight path question, that's a big one. I mean, how do we explain this flight path scenario? If the Earth is flat,
right?
And let's just say it is. Let's say it is. The Earth is flat. How do we explain how the flight path works? Because I've flown to Germany, Denmark, Amsterdam. I've flown in and out of these countries many, many times. I've flown all over the United States many, many times. So how do we sort of explain that? How does that happen? How does that happen? How do we get around that?
As far as the Northern Hemisphere flights, as far as the direction they take?
Yes. Well, for example, you flew to New Zealand. So how did that happen if the Earth is flat? Can you explain, or did you just fall asleep?
Did you fly out of, like, West Coast?
I would imagine so. Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. Well, there's no nonstop from Seattle. So, but I flew on the way out, I flew out of San Francisco, and on the way back, I went to Los Angeles.
Okay.
So it might as well be. It's West Coast.
So you flew out of San Francisco to...
Straight to Auckland.
Straight to Auckland. Okay, and so what was that flight like? Because I remember flying over Greenland, coming back from Germany one time. You know, I remember seeing all that stuff and being like, whoa, crazy.
Oh, well, in the Northern Hemisphere, yeah. The Northern Hemisphere tends to work out just fine. It's the Southern... where the flights really are weird, and that I talked about this in the clues, which was anything that goes from the southern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere. So going from the north to the south, not that bad. I mean, with the exception of distances.
So, but wait, but how do we explain that flight path thing? Because if you're flying over, if you're flying and if it is curved, you're making that route. It would seem that the Earth would be round.
Yeah, but there wouldn't.
Right? Or how do they?
If it's surrounded, if the whole disc is surrounded,
if it's surrounded,
ice.
yeah, then are we going? Are they intentionally like going out and over and around?
Well,
do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I do. That's just it. I don't know exactly how that's working. I mean, you got to remember, like if you're looking at the AE map, for example, and I'm staring at it right now. If you're going from the west coast of the United States to New Zealand, that's not bad. That's just a straight shot to New Zealand. And as far as the northern hemisphere flights, even those, anything within, like, inside the equator, and I say inside because the equator would be the inner marker, and then everything outside of the equator would be the outer marker. Where it gets weird, and we still have explanation problems when it comes to this, when you're flying anywhere from South America to Africa to Australia. Anywhere in the south, how those get there. They take, super weird connections, but the connections still have problems when it comes to how long the flight takes. Because I've had people that have said, oh yeah, I've flown from Buenos Aires to Sydney or Santiago, Chile to somewhere in Australia, and it takes this amount of time. Well, in a flat Earth map, it should take a few hours longer. So is there a perspective issue with the map that we don't know about it? Maybe. Don't know.
So the flat Earth map has an equator?
Sure.
What is the equator? What is the equator on the flat Earth?
The equator is in the same place as it would be on a globe. The only difference is that the equator in this case isn't the how do I explain this? So if you're looking at, you're going to have an AE map up in front of you to do this. Imagine if you
I can pull one up.
Okay, imagine if you took a globe and you put your hand on the North Pole and just flattened it, right? So the North Pole is at the center of the map.
Yeah.
Well, the equator is still technically there on the map. It's just a circle that is kind of in the middle of the map. And then, so everything outside of that
there you go. See,
would be the outer marker.
Got it.
What we know as the southern hemisphere. Everything inside the circle would be the northern hemisphere.
I've got an azimuthal equidistant projection image up right now. So I see the equator, sort of this red line.
Yep.
It slices through. And so this is a flat Earth map
in a round kind of path.
Yeah, but not
it's just not a curve,
not globally.
Yeah, and you got to remember it's so hard to explain sometimes over radio. If people say, well, if you fly around the globe, how do you do that on a flat map? And I go, well, you take your finger, that red circle, for example, and you follow that red circle. Technically, you've circumnavigated it. Now, is that different from the globe? Yes, because on a globe, supposedly, you're only flying forward. You're not making this gradual left-hand turn or gradual right-hand turn.
Sure.
That would be the big difference. But technically, you have circumnavigated it. And circumnavigating that flat Earth map, does that make it a sphere, ball, globe? No. No, it does not. And you do get to go all the way back to where you started. And the GPS system will take you in that direction as well. It's very clever.
So really, the question here is that it's the South Pole that's the tricky part.
South Pole is completely screwed up. Oh yeah, South Pole is not even.
Okay.
I mean, you got to remember, you're looking that big white mass on the outside of that thing.
Yeah,
that's Antarctica.
Okay.
So Antarctica is nowhere even. It's the only continent that absolutely does not make sense to any of it. That's the part that throws people.
And so why haven't we explored beyond that that ice ring if this azimuthal equidistance map is actually what we're looking at and what we're living on? Why have we not explored beyond that?
No, we have. Well, we've tried anyway. I mean, the United States government tried literally for the last 50 years. That was the whole point of the Antarctic Treaty, which was Admiral Byrd All right, story goes that Admiral Byrd in 1926 went to the North Pole of this map, and whatever he found up there convinced them it's like, okay, the world isn't what we think it is, and so they sent him and the United States Navy out to the outer rim and had him flying around for the better part of 30 years. And then once that...
Is this documented? Is this documented? We know this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Admiral Byrd's missions were not secret at the time. Only that he was down there doing Navy stuff, and he was flying around, and then every so often he'd go on the news and do book tours or whatever, and say, "Oh yeah, we're trying to discover it," but they didn't obviously they weren't telling the press. It's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're looking for the edge of the world." And then in 1954, he goes on a television show called The Long Jeans Chronoscope, and he says that his next mission, Operation Deep Freeze, 1955, 1956, is going to be super important, and he's worried. There's a lot of countries down there. He's afraid we're going to start fighting over Antarctica for no apparent reason other than that it has massive amounts of resources. And then right after that next mission, that's when the Antarctic Treaty started to be put into place, and it was ratified in 1959, and that was it. Nobody ever went there again.
Okay, well, wait a second.
Okay.
So this is Admiral Byrd, correct?
Go ahead, Todd. Yeah.
Admiral Byrd also flew into a dormant volcano, correct?
Are we talking about the 1926 Journey to the Center of the Earth story?
Yeah, where he met the benevolent one and
yes.
a few different people.
So there is...
Which fascinated me more than any of the rest of this. I mean, because I was looking at the Earth like Swiss cheese.
That's how I got into Flat Earth, was looking at that story. I was a Hollow Earth guy. What you're talking about is the famous Hollow Earth story from 1926, where he's the first man to fly up there to the north. And he supposedly finds this entrance, literally straight out of Journey to the Center of the Earth movie stuff. And he goes in, and there's, giant dinosaurs and human beings, and the place is massive. But it isn't a completely hollow Earth, that's 4,000 miles to the center type thing.
Right.
But right afterwards, this is where it gets strange, and you would have to agree with this too, and that is you'd think that if you discover something that's straight out of a science fiction novel at the North Pole, you'd think that's where you'd be concentrating your time.
Yeah.
Nah. They immediately said, no. Your next mission, you're going out. You're going out to the outer reaches. And that's literally where he spent the rest of his life. He flew nonstop missions in Antarctica for 30 years. And only took a break during World War II because of World War II, which is a whole other side story, which is every other country left Antarctica during World War II, except for one.
Interesting.
Except for two.
What? World War II.
Yeah, except for two.
Except for one nation. One nation stayed down there during World War II.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say there are two now that, pretty much hold.
No. You're overthinking it. So who think Indiana Jones? Who would have cared most about the magical, metaphysical stuff of Antarctica?
Right.
The Nazis.
Right.
Have you watched the documentary, the Werner Herzog documentary, Journeys to the End of the World?
I don't think I have.
Oh, you need to check it out.
Is it good?
Yeah, it all happens in Antarctica. He goes down there and stays with the people that live and work there for 6 months.
Oh wow!
It's Werner Herzog, so it's got to be great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a fan of some of his stuff.
Oh, you should be a fan of all of his stuff. But yes, it's a really good documentary. Go ahead, Todd.
My take on the Arctic versus Antarctic is more that not so much the flat Earth piece as far as why Admiral Byrd found that location to fly into that volcano. It has to do more with the axis tilt and precessional movement. I mean, that was my take after reading this information about Admiral Byrd and his expeditions.
I don't know a lot about Admiral Byrd, but I like.
But I mean,
what you're saying,
cool,
Todd.
Though. I mean,
teach me more. I'm a learner. I want to learn.
Mark knows.
Yeah, he does.
Well,
he knows this.
Admiral Byrd was. I mean, even his death was mysterious. Where he got himself into trouble, and you can watch this. It's public information. You can watch the story when he went on the Long Jeans Chronoscope, where he was talking. He was almost giving away too much. He was too good on camera. He was too comfortable on camera. You know, for being the youngest admiral in the history of the United States Navy, you know, he made admiral at 41. You would think that he would be more discreet on some of the things he was talking about, and he gave up almost immediately that, oh yeah, there's uranium down there. And it's like, what? You know, this is when uranium.
Uranium?
Yeah, no, the most expensive thing ever back in the 1950s.
Yeah, sure.
Hard to come by. And he was like, and then he's like on camera saying, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. It's like, oh, dude, what are you doing? Because, and so he died shortly after Operation Deep Freeze. He comes back home and he supposedly dies of a heart attack back in his Boston home in 1957. And it's like, you know, if you looked at this guy, it's like, no, he would have lived to 100. He flew his own missions. He was a rail. He was military the entire way. You could tell this, and he did cold weather missions. He was hardy. So, but he was an interesting guy. And do I think he found the outer barrier, the outer markers? Yeah.
Yeah. Really, you do.
I do.
100%. Okay.
Because of the moves they made afterwards.
See, I don't remember that part where he found that barrier.
Well, it's because they don't talk about it. That's why.
Okay.
No. Meaning he goes out there, he's flying around for no apparent reason, just flying around Antarctica for years and years, flying his own planes, and then finally, during Operation Deep Freeze, that's when the missions end. I mean, he goes on television just before he goes on this mission, he says, oh yeah, we're going to be down there for 100 years, battling over this territory.
Wow.
And then the very next mission, everyone freaks out, and they get off the ice at the same time, like it was on fire, which is weird. And they put the Antarctic Treaty in place and says, oh yeah, by the way, nobody gets to go down there ever, except for the military and some military scientists. No corporation from any country can set up shop there, ever.
Well, you know, Mark, where I have to agree with you on that one is that it is pretty well known that is one of the most restricted areas in the world.
Right, it is, and so why?
I think the
Antarctic Treaty is the only treaty that's never been broken. It's never been even breached, or it's never even been discussed. That's the part that threw me. That's when I called BS. When I said, okay, you know,
interesting, very interesting.
United Kingdom after World War II needed the resources. The Soviet Union needed the resources. China, they'll take any resources they can get, and yet none of these countries are even allowed to protest the treaty. You're not even allowed to run a full-page ad in your newspaper and say how great it would be for British Petroleum to set up shop down there.
Sure, yeah.
What conspiracy is bigger than money? I mean, if I ran British Petroleum, I would run a full-page ad every month.
Speaking of money, Mr. Sargent, Mark,
Yeah.
I've got a proposal for you.
Okay.
A proposition, if you will.
Oh boy.
As it were.
I think this is fun, and I think that you might like it. And I have a gut feeling. And a lot of times, and my buddies over here can attest to this. My gut feeling is on point. Here's what I'm thinking. Feel me out. Or at least hear me out. Don't feel me out. I don't want you to. I don't want you to touch me ever. Never touch me. If I do meet you in person one day, which I hope I will, I do want to shake your hand and give you a big hug. But yes.
Got it. I will not feel you out then.
Thank you. So we want to start a GoFundMe.
Okay.
And we want to send you to the moon on Jeff Bezos' new moonlander Blue Origin. What do you think about that? Or will you allow us to create this GoFundMe using your likeness in video? And believe me, with all due respect, we will do this with all due respect,
of course,
completely. But we would love to send you to the moon on Jeff Bezos' famous new spaceship, Blue Origin. What do you think?
I would love to. However, and I'm going to use one of your colloquialisms.
Go ahead.
Which that dog probably won't hunt.
I don't think I've ever said that in my life, but go ahead. No, I don't think I have.
It's Southern. That's what he said.
I get it. I've heard it before. That dog won't hunt.
I saw the story where Jeff Bezos came out with I think it's the company's Blue Origin or something like that.
Yeah, Blue Origin.
one of the SpaceX competitors or one of the NASA competitors, however you want to look at it. And it was a lovely prop thing that he put up there, saying that, oh yeah, they're thinking of going back in 5 years. But
so we're gonna reach out to Jeff. We're gonna put together a GoFundMe. And again, if you give us permission to use your likeness from your video clips.
Yeah.
We're gonna put together a GoFundMe, and we're gonna send you to the damn moon.
I'd love to.
Do you think that you will get there?
No, of course I won't get there.
Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Let's just say hypothetically this happens.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's say hypothetically we get $10,000. That's all we need.
No, is it? Is it just 10?
No, we need less than that. It's not that much.
Seriously?
But I want 10 just so that he has like all the cool stuff. I want Mark to have all the cool stuff, like the VIP meals.
I thought it was like $100K at least.
No, really? Is it that much?
No, it has to be. It has to be that.
Probably more than that, guys.
Okay, well we'll raise it. Damn it, we're gonna make it happen.
Let's say we do this.
I'm a go-getter.
To do this, you got to understand the logistics. No person ever since 1972 has ever left Earth orbit ever. Never happened.
Okay.
It's never happened. Like you really honestly think the moon landing is fake?
Oh, absolutely, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt. I could destroy the moon landing in less than 60 seconds.
Let's
in less than 60 seconds, destroy the moon landing. Go.
Okay, look up any image. Let's just go. I'll do the one off the top of my head. Apollo 12. First things you would notice: just static image. Forget about the moving pictures. All the shadows intersect. That can't happen with one light source, which would be the sun. Remember, they didn't bring secondary light sources to the moon. Second would be no blast crater, no splay pattern whatsoever. This thing touched down with a 10,000 foot
30 seconds
pressure, and there's nothing disturbed at all. Not a single ounce of ash anywhere was disturbed. No feats of strength. White man can jump on the moon, supposedly. 180-pound man would weigh 30 pounds on the moon, and these guys were athletic. They had no leaping ability, no feats of strength. They should have been able to pick up the moon buggy. On top of that, what's the moon buggy doing there? At all. There's no way a battery power from that moon buggy should do anything, especially in the severe temperatures. And last but not least, the VHF transmitter has a range. That VHF
60 seconds, time up.
At 50 miles, not 250,000 miles. And they had
60 seconds. Time's up. Time's up. Time's up. 60 seconds. Wow. That's a lot to digest there.
Oh, I hate the moon landing. It's terrible.
Okay, well, can we get into that next week?
Okay, so let's say
I want to get into that next week.
We raise the money.
Okay,
right?
Can we raise the money?
And they take him off wherever, and they say they're taking him to the moon.
Yep.
Are you gonna if it's fake? Are you gonna publicly expose it? Like, say, dude, they took me over here to Arizona. We were
I went to some soundstage with Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, they'd allow that to happen.
No, I know you're gonna sign some stuff. Just put down a fake name.
No,
what if you just went rogue and you were like, okay, I'm gonna sign these contracts, but screw them. I'm gonna tell you anyway.
They'd have a station delay on that. There's no way.
We don't have a station delay here at our community radio station here in Hot Springs. I promise you.
Well, I'm saying if you broadcast any, you got to remember that just the Apollo missions were broadcast off of second generation screens. They wouldn't even allow the major networks to have live feeds. They had the networks come in and literally had them film off a projection screen, which is at the end of the hall, and the networks were furious. And that was the moon mission.
Interesting.
So,
Very
yeah.
interesting.
So,
okay.
Just so you know, though, I'm optimistic about your venture here. I don't think it's the money that would convince them. I think if you badgered them enough and had enough social media people badger them, they might say, "Oh yeah, let's talk about Mark going to the moon." Sure, I'd love to go. I wouldn't turn it down. I wouldn't even waver. Be like, "Yeah, of course I'll go." Would they let me go? Would they allow me to remain alive? You know me. I never got married or had kids. So
you'll survive.
I bet I would.
You'll survive. All right. Well, this has been a fantastic conversation, Mark. It's good to catch up. It's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I could have talked to you in New Zealand, but we had that 16-hour time difference.
Yeah, that was bizarre. We gave it a shot, and you were busy. I get it. No big deal. We got you back, though. We got you back, and we're very excited to continue this conversation. So maybe next week we can explore the moon landing stuff a little more, because that sounds deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty deep.
You absolutely blew my mind just now in 60 seconds. So I want to
All right.
learn more. I want to learn more. All right, Mark?
Cool. All right, guys.
Thanks again for taking our call. We really appreciate it. And I promise as soon as I get my computer fixed, we're going to have a Flat Earth update bumper that's going to like introduce you every week.
Awesome.
It's going to be
If you
spectacular.
want me to put this up on my channel, just send me the audio, please.
I will. I'll do that.
Okay.
All right, brother. Thanks. Love you, man.
Guys.
Have a good have a good night.
Later, man.
All right, you too.
Bye. All right, there he goes. The Sarge. Dang, we did it again. We got him on. I'm so excited. I love it. Todd. I love it. How many years have I been telling you I want to get a Flat Earth on the show? And we got the freaking guy. He's the guy.
Settle down, Aaron. Settle down.
Damn it. See you in a minute.
You're listening to KUHS LP 102.5 FM, Hot Springs.